All right, listen up. There's a myth out there, perpetuated by these YouTube kids and their plastic fantastic toys. They'll tell you that lighter is always better, that new polymers can do it all. But I'm here to tell you that cold, hard steel, proper engineering, and a track record that spans generations will always win the day. People sold off their grandpappy's tools for something shiny, and now they're kicking themselves. With inflation eating away at every dollar, supply chains looking shakier than a wet noodle, and these politicians always looking to ban something, the time to buy true assets is now. These aren't just firearms, they're investments, and they're tools. Tools you'll regret not having when the lights go out. I'm cutting through the marketing fluff to give you the unvarnished truth. Pay attention. This isn't just another 9mm pistol, let me tell you. This is the Beretta 92 FS, a pistol that means business. This is the sidearm that didn't just win the 1985 military trials. It served as the U.S. military's M9 for over 3 decades. Think about that for a second. 30 years of grunt work, in every environment you can imagine. Desert sand, jungle humidity, Arctic cold. It performed, day in and day out. You handle a modern polymer striker-fired pistol, and it feels hollow, like a toy. The Beretta has presence. It's 34.4 ounces fully loaded, and every ounce of that is working for you, soaking up recoil and giving you a stable platform. That open slide design, which has been cycling since 1975 without major failures, isn't just for looks. It's a hallmark of reliability, preventing stovepipes and ensuring consistent ejection. We're talking a 4.9-inch barrel that delivers 1,200 feet per second with 124-grain NATO rounds. That's serious business. Flooring block system on this firearm is so overbuilt, it'll likely outlast your grandkids. It's engineered for longevity and consistent performance. 15-round capacity was standard, more than enough for most encounters. And that double-action and single-action trigger? It's not some light, squishy competition trigger. It teaches discipline. The long, smooth double-action pull for the first shot, followed by a crisp, lighter single-action pull for subsequent shots, makes you a more deliberate shooter. It forces you to master trigger control, a skill that translates to any firearm. The brunette finish isn't just corrosion-resistant, it's a badge, a testament to an era when military contracts demanded genuine quality, not just the cheapest bid. The 92 FS is still a decent bet. Spare parts are generally available, largely due to its military adoption. Magazines can be found, though genuine Beretta mags are always better than some of the aftermarket junk. Ammo, 9mm, is still fairly common, but don't expect it to stay cheap forever. People sold these thinking something newer, lighter, or tactical was better. Now, original Italian-made 92 FS pistols from the 80s command a premium at auction. If you can find one that hasn't been abused, buy it. It's a tool, an investment, and a legacy. Glock 19. All right, let's talk about the Glock 19. Everyone knows it, everyone's shot one, and damn near everyone has sold one, only to buy another one later. Some of these youngsters think it's the pinnacle, but I see it for what it is. A damn good tool, but still just a tool. It's the ultimate utilitarian handgun. With a 4.02-inch barrel and a 15+1 capacity, the G19 sits in that Goldilocks zone. Small enough to conceal, large enough to fight with. But here's what these folks don't realize until it's gone. The aftermarket support for this thing is like nothing else. Holster options? Countless. Every gunsmith within 100 miles knows this platform inside out. That means if something goes wrong, and with a Glock, it rarely does, you can get it fixed. Quickly. It weighs 23.65 ounces unloaded. That's light, but not so light that it's uncontrollable. The safe action trigger breaks consistently at 5.5 pounds across millions of pistols. It's not a match trigger, not by a long shot, but it's predictable. And predictability is a virtue in a fight. This pistol has been adopted by more law enforcement agencies than any other handgun in history for a reason. Glock released the 19 in 1988, and it redefined what reliable means. For us older fellas, the Glock 19 has a few things going for it. The grip angle is a love it or hate it thing, but once you're used to it, it's intuitive. Recoil in 9mm isn't bad at all, especially with the polymer frame absorbing some of it. It's not a heavy steel frame, so if you've got a bad shoulder or some arthritis, this might be a little easier on you than a 2-pound steel monster. The controls are simple, minimal, and easy to operate even with stiff fingers. Logistics are a no-brainer. Parts are everywhere, magazines are cheap and plentiful, and 9mm ammo is generally available, though I always recommend stocking deep. It's the standard workhorse. It won't win any beauty contests, but it will work when your life depends on it. CZ75 Calibrated. If you want to talk about a pistol with a soul, a firearm that commands respect, then we're talking about the CZ75. Ask any competitive shooter about the CZ75, and watch their face change when they remember the one they sold. This pistol has a cult following that borders on religious fervor, and it's earned every bit of it. The CZ75 was designed in 1975 behind the Iron Curtain. This meant that the Czech engineers, bless their hearts, couldn't patent it. So, what happened? The world copied it. That's not controversy. That's the highest compliment you can pay an engineer. The all-steel frame weighs 35 ounces, and that mass, my friend, soaks up 9mm recoil like a liquid shock absorber. It's not just comfortable to shoot, it's a pure joy. With a 4.6-inch barrel delivering match-grade accuracy and a single-action trigger that breaks around 4.5 pounds, this pistol doesn't make you a better shooter. It reveals the shooter you already are. The slide rides inside the frame rails, a design choice that lowers the bore axis and dramatically improves control and reduces muzzle flip. It's a subtle but significant difference that you feel with every shot. 16-round capacity in many variants, and early production models even featured hand-fitted barrels. That's craftsmanship, not mass production. For us old-timers, the CZ75 is a godsend. The all-steel frame means less felt recoil, which is a blessing for arthritic hands. The ergonomics, often described as almost perfect, fit most hands like a glove. The weight isn't a burden at the range, where you're putting rounds downrange for accuracy. It's a stable, predictable platform. The controls are well placed, though some of the older models might have smaller levers that could be tricky for very large hands. Finding a good holster for it is easy enough, and 9mm ammunition is still plentiful. Polymer was the future, chasing the next big thing. But here's the truth. The CZ75 is what modern pistols are measured against, even if the manufacturers won't admit it. Try finding a pre-safety model in original finish today. You'll be searching for years, and you'll pay a hefty price for it. It's a shooter's pistol, an investment in quality, and a piece of history that delivers every time. The 1911 platform. Gather round, because we're talking about the granddaddy of them all, the 1911 platform. There's a reason this design has survived for over a century. On paper, it looks outdated, heavy, single action only, low capacity by modern standards. Then you shoot one, a well-tuned one, and everything changes. A classic 1911 runs a 5-inch barrel with a long sight radius, which is a blessing for aging eyes that struggle with short sight pictures. The nearly 40 ounces unloaded isn't a flaw, it's the secret. In 45 ACP, recoil doesn't snap your wrist, it pushes, a slow, deliberate shove that's much easier to manage than the sharp crack of some lighter calibers. The slide tracks flat, and follow-up shots stay controlled and on target. 8 rounds may not sound impressive compared to a high-capacity plastic gun, but every shot feels intentional, deliberate, and powerful. You can place those 8 rounds exactly where they need to go, with confidence. The 1911 is pure comfort. That 45 ACP recoil is often easier on the hands and wrists than snappy 9mm in a lightweight frame. The large, clear sights are a huge plus for those with diminishing vision. The controls, manual safety, grip safety, slide release, are all well-defined and easy to manipulate, even for arthritic hands. There's no complex manual of arms. It's a straightforward, intuitive design. Logistics can be a mixed bag depending on the manufacturer, but for a good quality 1911, parts parts are generally available. Magazines are plentiful, though finding truly reliable ones for less common brands can be a chore. 45 ACP ammo is more expensive than 9mm, but you generally shoot less of it in a 1911 because each shot is more deliberate. This is where the regret comes in. People sell a good 1911 chasing something lighter, more tactical, or just newer. Later, they spend thousands on custom pistols that, frankly, don't shoot any better than the well-built one they let go. It's not just a gun, it's a piece of American history. A proven design that has stood the test of time and still delivers accuracy, power, and a shooting experience that few modern pistols can match. Sig Sauer P226. Now, let's talk about the Sig Sauer P226. If there's a single handgun that defines professional regret, this is it. Here's why. The P226 was built to win the 1984 military trials. It passed every test, every rigorous challenge, performing flawlessly. It outperformed the Beretta 92, but it cost more, so the military, in their infinite wisdom, chose the cheaper option. Then, the Navy SEALs, those boys who truly put their gear to the ultimate test, they said, "We don't care about cost, we want the best." And they adopted the P226 as the MK25, still in service today with one of the most elite fighting forces on the planet. That tells you everything you need to know. That 4.4-inch barrel delivers consistent velocities and accuracy that competition shooters depend on. Shoot after shoot, year after year. This isn't a delicate range queen, it's a workhorse that performs with precision. 15-round capacity in 9mm, in a package that just feels right in the hand. The double-action and single-action trigger system, with a single-action pull around 4.4 pounds, feels like breaking a glass rod. It's crisp, it's clean, it's predictable. A true testament to German and Swiss engineering. Weighs 34 ounces fully loaded, meaning recoil management is nearly effortless. That weight absorbs the 9mm kick, making it a joy to shoot, even for extended sessions. This is a huge advantage for those of us with older hands and shoulders. The nitron finish, the machined stainless steel slide, this is quality construction through and through. There's documented evidence of a 20,000-round torture test without a single malfunction. Think about that for a second. 20,000 rounds. That's more than most folks will shoot in a lifetime. That's reliability you can stake your life on. The controls are well placed and positive, easy to manipulate even under stress or with gloves. Isn't competing with modern pistols. It's an investment that holds its value because its reputation is unimpeachable. This isn't just a handgun, it's a measuring stick, a standard, a firearm that when you pick it up just feels right, capable, and trustworthy. Sig Sauer P365. Not for something of a place on this list, we've got the Sig Sauer P365. You hear a lot of folks complain about compact guns, saying you gotta sacrifice capacity for concealability. Well, the P365 proves that's a load of malarkey. This little powerhouse is compact enough to disappear, yet it gives you an impressive capacity of 10+1 rounds, and that's in a package barely bigger than some 6-shot subcompacts. And if that ain't enough, they've got extended magazine options offering 12 or even 15 rounds. Sonomics are surprisingly good for such a small pistol. It boasts a slim and light profile that naturally fits in your hands, making it comfortable to carry all day without printing like you're carrying a brick. For us older fellas, a lightweight carry gun is often a necessity, especially when a bad back or hip makes a heavy steel frame uncomfortable. The serrations at both the front and rear of the slide are a welcome addition, making racking the slide easy, even with stiff fingers or when things get tense. That's a thoughtful design element. The trigger is what SIG is known for, buttery smooth, giving consistent pulls every time, which helps with accuracy, especially with smaller guns. The build quality is what you expect from Sig Sauer, a nitron finish stainless steel slide for durability, and a polymer grip module that keeps the pistol lightweight and easy to control. It might be polymer, but it's quality polymer. Another smart feature is the included accessory rail beneath the barrel, making it simple to add a small light or laser. For older eyes, a laser can make a world of difference in low-light situations. The P365 even comes with a Romeo X reflex sight already mounted on some models, which is a fantastic advantage for folks struggling with iron sights. Logistics are good. It's a popular modern pistol, so magazines and parts are readily available. 9mm ammo, again, is still the most common. It's a testament to modern engineering done right. It proves that a compact pistol doesn't have to be a compromise. It's a solid choice for discreet carry, offering serious firepower in a manageable package, especially for those who need lighter weight without sacrificing capacity or shootability. Heckler & Koch CC9. Final out the Heckler & Koch CC9. This ain't your grandpappy's H&K, but it still carries that German engineering pedigree, even in a modern compact package. At just 1 inch wide and 6.03 inches in length, it can be perfectly concealed under clothing. That's important when you need a discreet tool, not a showpiece. With easy-to-reach controls and an emphasis on simplicity, it keeps things straightforward, which is exactly what you want in a carry gun. No unnecessary bells and whistles, just core functionality. Is surprisingly manageable for such a small pistol, especially chambered in 9mm. H&K knows how to balance weight and spring systems to make even their compacts shoot softer than you'd expect. This helps you stay on target, whether it's your first shot or your sixth, a crucial factor when you're relying on it for defense. When it comes to magazine capacity, you've got options. Either you choose 10 rounds for a slimmer profile, or 12 rounds for more firepower, it has you covered. That flexibility is key for different carry situations. For picked up a compact pistol that just didn't feel right in your hand? Not with the CC9. It offers a customizable grip system, allowing you to swap backstraps so you can achieve a grip that feels comfortable and easy to handle. This is vital for us older shooters, as hand size and comfort can change over the years. The lightweight design won't weigh you down, even if you are carrying it for long hours. That's a significant advantage for daily carry, sparing your back and hips. Here's another big win for the aging shooter. The CC9 comes optic ready right from the start. Mounting a red dot sight is not a hassle. This is huge. Red dots can be a game changer when iron sights become a blur. Daily carry has never been easier with pistols like the CC9 by your side. You don't have to choose between comfort and performance anymore, as these pistols bring them all together in one small package. It's an expensive tool, as H&K usually is, but it's a reliable one, built to last and perform. There you have it, folks. 7 firearms that represent solid investments and reliable tools. Remember my philosophy: tools, not toys. These aren't just hunks of metal and polymer. They're your peace of mind, your last line of defense, and in many cases, a piece of history that will only appreciate in value. Don't fall for the shiny new plastic that breaks the bank and leaves you wanting. Trust in proven designs and solid engineering. So here's my question for you, from one old salt to another. Which one did you sell and regret? The Beretta, the 1911, perhaps an old SIG? Tell me below in the comments. I guarantee you're not alone in your regrets. And if you still own any of these on this list, hold on to it. Trust me. If this video saved you from making a $2,000 mistake, hit that like button. And if you want more of this no-nonsense analysis, subscribe for more straight talk. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.